is that Sivir plays mid-waves.
Subjugate possible from Elioya. There it goes as they look for Driver under the tower. No escape. Alvaro tanks it perfectly, and MKOI on the board.
Nice.
Crescent Guard comes out. Junja in the middle of his own ultimate will survive. Base seal from Jojo. Junja flashes away. Jojo flashes back. But Driver gets the double.
Get that lethal tempo, I think, stacked up as it looked like he had. Is going to be able to just snap back. We'll see if he can actually chase after him, though.
Jojo's just dead. The bait seal, I believe, was still a second off cooldown. Didn't quite come up, and great play from Honkyus. Wind becomes lightning. Junja looking for it, but Elioya's killed off Kaiwing. Honku coming in from the side as well as Elioya tries to get away. He's going to have to flash. Alvaro forced back to the base as well. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Driver is absolutely decimating Mirwin, even with the equalizer down. The roar of the Slayer and the Soul Furnace. Driver brings down the axe and gets the solo bolo. Are just landing jab after jab. Driver's going to step in here, doesn't have the unstoppable onslaught. Jojo jumps onto Junja. The dragon secured, base seal as well. Even with the crescent guard down, Junja's going to die. Kaiwing on a good flank position, and Honku dives in immediately with the solar flare coming out. Jojo is deceased, and now Alvaro might suffer the same fate. Honku looking for that flank, isn't going to go for it. Alvaro has to pop the ultimate. This might be a little bit of a road too far as he jumps onto Driver, equalize onto Doggo as well. There's a trample stun as they try and turn it around, but with the unstoppable onslaught, Driver's able to distract MKOI. Should be able to pick up the Scion here. He puts the shield down in the end. Super still chasing. And look for the solar flare turnaround. Good double knock, and Fate Seal's going to land onto 3 as well. The equalizer comes down, and it's Super untouched so far through this fight. Alvaro trying to get onto the back line. It's a double for Mirwin as Driver falls. True shot barrage. While Alvaro goes in, doesn't get the knock up, and Alvaro's down. Doggo gets the kill. Junja still sitting on that Baron. It's only at 5,000 HP though. Fate Seal about to come back up in 9 seconds time. Equalizer still available. Subjugate still available. On the hunt. Will survive through it. Mirwin knocked up with an estimating smash. And Doggo comes in for his second kill of the fight. It's Honku actually that secures it in the end. MKOI forced away the Baron for CFO. Has that Emperor's Divide, equalizer back down, Jojo going back in, Alvaro knocks Honku back, and he just delivers them! Here you go, CFO! 4 coins on a silver platter! Jojo the last man standing, but Honku just sweeps them away!
Alvaro betrays the team there. Thought he had a pick onto Honku, but just ends up delivering him onto the head of Supa.
Pretty dominant performance all round from the LCP's #1 seed. MKOI left rattled, left battered and bruised, as CFO have shown. They're not here to lose, they're here. Doesn't even pop the cripple part of the E, that Tempest cripple. Junja though, a magical journey to the bot lane as Alvaro flashes away. Super trying to get away as well, but a good Ishtar's impact. The root blocked there by Super. Alvaro will fall first, and now Super needs to get the hell out of here. Does still have a flash of his own. Doggo flashes, 4th shot to the back. Super and Alvaro fall. Yes.
And then Supa trying to survive, but we're going back to live.
Prison's going to hit. There's the Ishtar's impact as well for the suppression. TP coming in from MKOI as they try and save Alvaro. Elioya jumps across the wall, and now Junja is in for a world of hurt. He'll fall. MKOI on the board as Mirwin.
Probably an entire wave.
Definitely in onto Honku. The Rune Prison comes out as well, but Mirwin gets the kill. Ishtar's impact is going to take him back underneath the tower. Has to try and flash away. Junja puts him in the dirt, and Jojo Pyun will be able to walk away. A 1-for-1 exchange. CFO will get the feat of warfare.
They're crashing the wave. Yes, it is just a trade of summoners and things like that. They're looking for Jojo, though. They're going to be TPing in as well with the Bard.
Junja and Honku coming in, and the Stand United is everything invested to make sure that Jojo's done for. Buried on home soil. Can't get it in time, and with the curtains opening, the public execution is a little bit too late onto Doggo. Mirwin dashing onto that backline. Doggo flashes away. Alvaro forced down towards the bottom side. Now Mirwin's in the middle of Junja and Kaiwing. The flash forward with the Cosmic Binding isn't going to connect, so Mirwin will take 1. Alvaro coming in and has the shields as well with that Inspire. Alvaro now needs to run though. Rooted up with the Rune Prison. Destiny comes out from Jojo. Gold card locked in. Honku slowed up, and MKOI will turn the fight around.
Looks for him, but he's going to get avoided.
As well, Junja will be able to come across. He flashes forward for the Ishtar's impact. There's the Impale as well. And look at the damage on Elioya. Snap! Have the teleport currently on this Twisted Fate. Running the heal. MKOI are going to look for more as they get the kickback. Public execution onto the back line. MKOI begin to turn the tides in the fight. Flash forward from Super. Immediately into Driver, who lands the torch. Junja tries to open up, but can't get close enough. Super able to get away across the wall. The chase onto Junja continues. Elioya so deep though. And the rest of MKOI unable to back him up. Alvaro caught with a deadly flourish. The curtains open, looking for Super. Now they'll turn onto Honku. Public execution down onto him. Rooted up as well by the Yordle Snapchat. He'll fall. MKOI Need to retreat out of the curtain calls. Alvaro takes the first shot, Jojo the second and the third. As Super needs to get out of here, taunted immediately. Junjo on the chase as well, and Super has no recourse to survive. Next up is Mirwin, rooted up. The Mikhail's too late. The Ishtal's impact into the Impale. Alioya dashes in, but immediately is Shadow Dash taunted. CFO find two curtains open. Jojo takes one. Takes two. Alvaro able to get out to the side, but Jojo's going to fall for it. Kaiwing chasing his opposite man with the Realm Orb coming out. He's sent to the Shadow Realm. CFO with a clean ace.
That's massive for CFO. I mean, not only to get a
Driver surviving for an absolute age, and we talk about no damage, and there it is. Driver will go down, the curtains open as Junja goes in with the Impale. They'll find one in answer. It's Alvaro falling. Magical Journey away from Junja. Destiny going in as well as Jojo Pyun looks for them, but he goes too deep and has to flash himself. CFO are unrelenting in their pressure here. Honku flashes forward, can't quite land the spell flux, but the Realm Orb's there for the chase, and Doggo's barking. He jumps back in as Mirwin's looking for the engage, but he's knocked into the wall, and what can he do? In the face of 4 of CFO, this might just be game.
It's looking like it. Doggo knocks down another one there.
To hit the Tempered Fate, and CFO are not giving MKoi a moment to breathe. It's fine. Use your front line. There's the redemption. Back to full HP. The inhibitor tower goes down. Honku goes very deep though, but there's the Stand United. There's the shield. There's the Samaps. The angel on his shoulder keeps him alive. Alvaro forced away, and Honku just jumped into the middle of MKoi, survived. Driver TPs into the base, and CFO pushing. Alioya trying to defend, but what can he do against all of CFO? One game away from glory here for Apex. CFO forced back once again. Yorick does have a few innate tools for sustain. Last right giving you a bit of health back as Jojo taken out. Thought he could escape with the flash, but the threefold hex just follows him.
Jojo just admitting the mistake, but MKoi looking for a dive here. Rest in trouble.
Yeah, slammed into the wall. There's the flawless duet to follow up, and Alioya on the board. MKoi get there first. Mirwin gets a plate. We'll get him to safety. Goes invisible. Doesn't have to burn the flash, which I think is really what MKoi were looking for there, just trying to even out that summoner spell disadvantage. Honku flashes in though, and Jojo's dead again! That's not optimal, but Honku is absolutely slapping. Alioya comes in, will put the hammer down and get a kill in response, but Honku in the 1v1 is just destroying Jojo. Tether is enough down the cage, but I don't think Rest is able to escape from this. Meanwhile, on the top side, Alvaro and Jojo Pyun are still fighting. Jojo Pyun down to a 3rd HP as Rest falls on the bottom side. Able to escape. Kaiwin and Honku coming up on Paranoia goes down onto Mirwin, who has no flash and no escape from this. Rest gets the shutdown.
Side as we saw that Rest went back to base, wanted to heal back up, get a buy.
Flashing forward, but they can't quite kill him. Doggo comes in with a killer instinct and will take out Mirwin. Meanwhile, it's a dive onto Honku. The tower's not going to stand for much longer. Mirwin gets the kill. Super down towards this bottom side has got one in response. Doggo's already dead as alongside Rest. So Jojo dies at bot, Mirwin gets a kill at top, Super picks up 2 in the end on the bot lane. Alioya looking for the keeper's verdict, doesn't connect. Honku jumps back with the weirding, but in the end will fall to Super, who's now 3-0 with a 1.4k gold lead.
And nicely done, CFO though in the area, thinking about looking for an engage.
Paranoia, Ginger goes in onto Super, who doesn't have the Feather Storm. The tower will fall. The dash in is stopped by the Steadfast Presence, but the Charm's still going to connect. The shutdown with the Grand Entrance. Alvaro now on the front line as Doggo begins to open up. Alioya doing what he can. Jojo coming in from the side as well. Ginger's going to fall. And for a couple of seconds, Kaiwing dashes away, but the chase comes in from Mirwin. Kaiwing will fall. TP in from Honku. He's lost his support, though, alongside his top laner. This game 3 of the best of 5. The domination that CFO had in the first 2 games. It's going to be a 4v2, but Mirwin looking to take down 2 before they get in. The quickness in time. Ginger will die to the tower shot as Alvaro tries to retreat. He remounts, was looking for Honku but couldn't find him. And there's the knockup with the Grand Entrance. Kaiwing tanking it well. Alvaro down to Doggo. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Alioya, Jojo, and Super are pushing in. Rest doesn't have the flash, but the stun doesn't connect against the wall. The keeper's verdict, though, will keep him in place. And Super brings back the daggers to get the kill. Has been popped. Super trying to join the party here as Alioya's on the front line. Between worlds, doesn't matter. MKoi just assassinate too. Honku looking to survive, but he's locked up against the wall. Jojo hits him with a threaded volley. The wrong side of dodge, and he'll be taken out, slammed into that Weaver's wall. Jojo secures the kill, and now with the jungler down, Baron becomes a little bit of an option.
Being reactive, right? It's MKoi now that are on the front foot. It's them that are playing much more aggressive with this gold lead as you want to see them.
TP coming out from Rest as he looks to join the frame. Mirwin's in the mid lane. CFO trying to get in, but it's secured by Alioya. Alvaro dashes onto the back line. Kaiwing already down, and I think that will be all for the fight. MKOI managed to secure the objective. The Weaver's wall coming out, though. Elyoya has other ideas as he dashes in onto Honkyu. Magnetstorm on Honkyu means that he can't escape between worlds. Jojo still looking for more. Junja lands the fear tether onto Alvaro, but the stun still connects, and the Shroud of Darkness won't be enough to save him from Elyoya. MKOI now looking greedily at getting a game in this series.
And I think they're going to do just that. It doesn't look like there's much that CFO can do about it. It's just Doggo going to try to defend here with rest, but MKOI are pushing, and they are looking for the first win.
Kaiwing goes in, gets the double knockup. The Blades are called back. Super, though, will kill off Kaiwing. Vanguard's edge in from Mirwin. Doggo having to flash away. He'll get two on the fountain. Jojo, Super, and Alvaro, though, should still be able to clean this one up. Super flashing forward, and with the Blade caller, he'll find his opposite man. MKOI show there's still life in EU yet.
Addition in the late game.
A little bit further back because of the... Has a couple of spears in his back, and Super needs the rend. He finds it. Alvaro survives the last tower shot, and MKOI are on the board.
Not kind of expecting that at this point. And we'll just be going for heavy scaling. His driver's going to take a fight.
Almost in range to get him out. The hook just short of hitting Mirwin, but the follow-up from Doggo is superb. CFO turned the fight around.
Yeah, Doggo gets in there with the flash, able to finish him off, grabbing that kill. That is big.
Cease and desist onto Honkyu, who puts down the gravity well. Will land the double stun, but doesn't get out of it in time. Junja now assist onto Honkyu. The stun follows up. Super and Alvo chasing in as Doggo unleashes with the Severum Crescendo, but he's taken out. Elyoya falls as well. Junja's the one to get the kill. Super with the bailout on him. It expires, and Junja can't quite get the damage. The spear off to the side. Alvo's going to get chased out by Honkyu. Mirwin flashing forward across the wall, looking for the stun there as well. Alvaro surviving. Jojo trying to rejoin the fray, but here comes the Grand Starfall. The bailout's enough to bring Jojo back. But Doggo has a moonlight vigil, and he's sending MKOI to the grave. The dash in is not enough for Mirwin as CFO come out on top. The falling star comes down. The hostile takeover is going to hit on Doggo, but immediately cleanses away, and Super's already down. Driver on the back line's doing so much work here. Elyoya with the bailout can't kill off Junja, and there's the soul, and the soul of EU is ripped. Kaiwing with the lantern flash, and Mirwin will not be allowed to survive.
It is a clean ace, and the question is, what more can they go for? Elyoya critically during the bailout stole the dragon, so Soul did not go over.
The Nexus Tower, they can't clear the minions quickly enough, so it's going to fall. All out comes out. There's the falling star. Hostile takeover coming across the side as well as Driver is down. Junja runs. CFO just back away and then reset. Junja going in. Falling star coming out as they dive onto Doggo, but he cleanses and flashes, and now he's barking. Doggo with the chase in. CFO cleaning up the fight. The Nexus in their eyes after 13 years of hurt.